Just in time for the Day of Hearts, it is another episode of Sub-Auteurs. Today we've got something a little bit special for you. First off, we are your hosts. Why are you making your feelings known so early in the show? You don't know what we're going to talk about yet.
Fart noises.
The maturity.
She just likes the sound.
Maturity.
She just likes fart sounds.
Yeah, I'm immature like that. I like fart noises. They're funny.
I'm sorry. Are you triggered? Valentine's Day.
Yeah. Shudder. Okay, all right.
Oh my God. No. Okay, fine.
Who are we?
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of Sub-Auteurs. We're your hosts. I'm Misha.
I'm Mai.
And I'm Anjo.
And his internet blows.
Oh
This is why we
God.
never did. This is why we never did video.
Such bullshit.
Dear God.
I'm sorry if there is a
Hope it
lag.
improves. That's a really bad lag. Oh my God. That was so fucking bad.
I'm sorry. I cannot. Oh my God, that was
Third
awful.
world internet. La la la
Oh
la la.
my God.
Third world internet. La 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 la.
Oh my goodness. There is no segue that can cover up for his lag. So I'm just gonna go right into it. For those of you who enjoy February 14th, do the whole thing with the roses and the restaurant reservations and whatnot, more power to you. Some of us
Brave the
will
traffic.
be watching
Ew.
Brave the Traffic. Some of us would like maybe just to stay home, watch a movie, curl up and
Cry.
enjoy some. Okay, yeah, we can cry. Today we're going to talk about sad love stories.
Well,
Roll credits!
hello. Is it really that bad? I'm not sure. I'm already not sure if my lag is this bad.
Oh my God.
Hello, Anjo.
Okay. So for this year, we wanted to do something a little bit different. We've previously done our favorite love stories. Some of you guys let us know in our Facebook group, Sub-Auteurs, We Like Movies. You told us which were some of your favorite love stories. So this year, we wanted to go a little bit off the beaten track. So I was having some fun with Google. Not what you think. And
I don't know. I want to see your algorithm.
none of your damn business.
We know how bad your algorithm is.
No. Look, hear me out. I found lists. I found some weird lists of love stories, romantic movies that aren't rom-coms. So I'm
Uh-huh.
gonna run them past you guys because I saw some weird shit on these lists. I'm gonna run them past you, and I want to know what you guys think about them. Do they deserve to be on these lists? Should they not be on these lists? Let's go into them.
All right. What if we haven't seen said film in the list?
Tell you what, how about if it seems like something that we want to watch, then maybe we should put it up to a vote.
Okay.
Okay, that sounds fair.
Yeah. So like if it sounds like something that you'd want to see, and then we say yes, we'll watch this. And then if it's not, then I'll move on to the next one.
Okay. Or if it's something we've already seen, we can just talk about it.
Okay, sure.
See, we're just
Okay.
making this up as we go along, listeners.
I know because we just didn't want to do. We didn't want to
This
do
is gonna
another
be
list
fun.
of rom-coms
Yeah, it's
Well, this isn't like okay.
because we care for you, the listener. This is us caring, and isn't that what Valentine's Day is really about?
I don't know. Valentine's Day has always just been my
that-
mom's birthday, so
Aw, happy birthday
yeah.
from God.
Birthday, Tita. It's also the reason why, population booms by November.
Huh. I see. I see.
I hear. Oh,
So many November
makes so
babies.
much sense.
Come to think of it, my brother. No, okay, let's not go there. Let's not go to my family tree. And when my brother was conceived, never mind.
Let's not compute to add to further
Moving
family
on.
drama.
La 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 la. Anyway, Valentine's.
I want to see where this goes.
No. I'm just gonna
Okay.
say Valentine's films for me, since it's always just been my mom's birthday. I consider
Mhm.
personally Turning Red and Everything Everywhere All at Once as Valentine's Day films because they remind me of
Oh my
mother.
Those are really good
that is
films.
so sad.
Those
love
are
you,
good
Mom.
films, though.
I love you, Mom.
That is so sad.
Hey, they're good movies. But anyway, on to this list of romantic
okay.
movies. So,
No, because like some of the things on this list, I couldn't believe were on this list.
okay, give
it
it
did
to
not
us.
make sense to me.
Okay, I want to
All
see.
right.
Okay.
Okay. Here we go. Okay, these are the saddest romantic movies. These are the 23 sad romantic movies to watch if you need a good cry, according to brides.com.
What? Why does
Right.
Brides.com have a sad movie list?
Why do they have a movie anything on brides.com? I have no idea.
Why does it have to be
What the
sad
hell?
for brides?
I know, that's so weird.
and- Maybe they want to cry like in a good. No, it says sad romantic movies, not uplifting romantic. Okay, screw this. Let's go from number 23 and work our way on up to 1.
Okay.
Brides.
Number 23.
Talaga.
It is brides.com. I don't know why brides.com even has a movie section.
Unless they're like
Okay,
wedding
fine. Let's go.
films.
23.
Why they gotta be sad ones?
Whoa.
I don't know.
Wedding Crashers was fun.
Okay. Number 23, sad romantic movies for a good cry. Ghost. Oh my God.
Okay. I mean, that's
Yeah, that
okay.
in that one, that's the one where Patrick Swayze dies at the beginning and he has to possess Whoopi Goldberg to tell Demi Moore who killed him.
Yep.
Okay,
Oh,
I
that
haven't
sounds
seen this. I think this was released way back. And when it was released, I wasn't. What year was this released? I'm not sure if I was born.
Misha might have been born then. I wasn't for sure.
It's not like I would have been allowed to watch it. It came out in 1990, jackass.
Ah.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah, so I wasn't able to see
man.
it. It's not one of those movies I grew up on, but based on that synopsis, I'm interested because there's murder involved.
Okay. Just
Yeah.
so
And
just
Whoopi
so you
Goldberg
know,
won an
it's-
Academy Award.
Oh, okay.
Yep. It's also one of the most iconic romantic movies since they already made a Broadway musical.
And
Oh,
like, see, Whoopi Goldberg is like a scam artist psychic, but
Yeah.
it turns out she's the only one who can see dead Patrick Swayze. So she has to help him solve his murder.
Yep. It's fun. It's actually a fun movie to watch.
Okay.
And it's got that erotic pottery session.
Yes.
That's where that's from.
Yes.
Okay.
That song too?
mhm.
Oh my love, my darling. That's where that is.
Yes.
Yeah, that was
Okay.
the song.
Well, I'm sold.
Yes.
Then I think I kind of want to watch it.
I kind of find it funny
Yeah.
that it's the two guys in this podcast who've seen it and it's Mai who hasn't. It's kind of funny that way.
I love
Yeah,
it.
but yes,
I love it. I
you
love
know-
this.
Yeah, I love it. I love it too. But yeah, we recommend this movie for you to watch.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of the one of the more iconic romantic movies, I would say, just because of that pottery scene.
Yep, absolutely. And Patrick Swayze was at the height of his attractiveness at the time, I think. He had just done Dirty Dancing,
Yes.
so like everybody just loved seeing this guy without his shirt on.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, next up, number 22 of 23 best sad romantic movies for a good cry. Carol from 2015, starring Kate Blanchett and Rooney
Kate-
Mara.
Yes.
Oh my
yes.
God! Yep, this is sad. This is a sad movie. Tell us
But-
why.
But also, yes, Kate Blanchett. Period.
Plus Rooney
Ah.
Mara. Kate Blanchett, man, that's
No,
not
but-
fair. It's
okay.
like Kate Blanchett is an auto watch.
Yeah, and
Okay.
besides that, it's an LGBTQ story.
So the movie is set in 1950s Manhattan, and Kate Blanchett is the woman in the title. Her name is Carol, and she's doing some Christmas shopping at the department store where she meets Rooney Mara, who's working there, and they fall in love, basically. And, they have an affair, and they're trying to hide it from everybody, including Carol's ex-husband, because she's in a custody battle over their daughter. and it's just beautiful and tragic all at the same time.
Yeah, I agree. This should be on this list.
Yes.
Questionable source,
Sad.
but yes. Questionable author
I
of
mean-
the article, but okay. Yes, I agree.
I mean, like, seriously, brides.com, why? Why did you write this list? Jeez.
I agree though, and I would watch it.
21 of 23 saddest romantic movies. We have The Danish Girl from 2015, starring Eddie Redmayne and Alicia Vikander.
Ah,
So how sad is this one?
I don't know. I don't feel like it's sad. It's also kind of like Carol, but it's about Eddie
Trans
Redmayne.
woman.
Well, her husband didn't start out as a woman.
Yeah, but like she had the support of her wife
Mhm,
throughout
mhm.
the process. But of course,
That's true.
being that it was set in that time period, it would have been very difficult for all of them. So, but it's a good story, but I don't know if it's as sad as I don't know. I want to hear what else is on this list just so I can figure out how sad this is. But it's a pretty good movie.
I don't consider Danish Girl all that sad, to be honest. It's a little more bittersweet than
Exactly.
anything else, because she really stood by him, and he was like,
So was
sorry,
Ghost.
she became the first person to receive gender reassignment surgery, and and they cast Eddie Redmayne, the one least likely to pass as a
I
woman.
don't think it's sweet.
I'm sorry, hindi ako nagguwapuan sa kanya. I mean, I know
Okay.
I'm in a minority.
The guy who looks like a wax figure.
Well, judging from the last two films you just mentioned, I think we can conclude that the earlier times, the earlier, 50s or something, were really bad times for the LGBTQ community, which makes it
Yeah, that makes
sad.
sense.
Which makes it sad because they can't be themselves, they can't love who they want to love, they can't be who they want to be, So I think that's also one factor to the whole sadness thing.
I just thought it'd be sad because your wife looks like Eddie Redmayne.
You're so mean.
I really don't see why women like him. What is it? Is it the accent? Tell me the accent is the one that's doing all the heavy lifting, because it's not the face. He looks like a fantastic beast.
Oh my god!
And where to find him?
Well, I know a bunch of people who want to find him and are attracted, so don't yuck their
All
yum.
right. I'm sorry. I don't mean to kink shame. If that kind of a face starts your engine, then by all means.
Okay.
Well, he looks like he's a perpetual duck face.
I'm not going to disagree with that, though.
I was going to say he looks like the Dementors got done with him already, but yeah.
Oh, that's exaggerating.
Okay, fine.
Next.
Fine. Moving on. For our next love story tearjerker, we have Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind from 2004.
Fuck you.
Fuck that shit. I agree.
That.
I agree.
I fucking love this movie,
You know what?
but fuck.
This
that
movie
is
should be at
sad.
number one. This
That
is the
is
saddest one on this list.
sad.
I don't
I
know.
haven't
this
even read
movie
the
is-
rest of the list.
I don't
This
know.
is sad.
I think there's something that can top this movie,
Maybe.
but it should be in the top 5,
Yeah.
top 3 at the very least.
Yeah.
Not this
Okay,
low.
we'll get up there. We'll get up there.
Yeah.
I mean,
and-
but
So
I'm pretty sure there are movies that are gonna be sadder than this, but this should be top 5 at least.
yeah. And for those of you who haven't seen it, why? But, well, you should
It's
see it.
beautiful.
It's beautiful work by Michelle
beautiful.
Gondry.
Also sad as fuck.
It's sad as fuck. But
Fuck,
beautiful.
really is.
Beautiful filmmaking by Michelle Gondry and his team. Wonderfully acted by Kate Winslet and Jim Carrey surprising us with his dramatic acting chops. Dude.
That's the thing. Kate Winslet, no surprise, but Jim Carrey. Jim Carrey was
You know
like
what?
the
That guy
chocolate
was
sauce and the
robbed.
cherry on top of the sundae for this movie.
He was robbed. He should have won every award that year.
Ah, so good. So basically, it's about this company called Lacuna that administers these memory erasing procedures.
Lacuna Matata.
That's
No.
surprisingly. It could.
No.
It could. Okay. Fine.
Not the wonderful name. Lacuna Matata.
It's not wonderful. It's fucking sad because it erases
That's
your
what I-
memory of people.
That's what I said. I said not a wonderful name.
Yeah, so basically they can erase your memories of people. So Jim Carrey is one of the customers who decides to erase the memory of his ex, Kate Winslet. But as he goes on going through these memories he's about to erase, will he regret it? Dun dun dun. Oh, it's so sad. This movie's so sad. But I love
This is
it.
like this movie is the movie you watch when you want to get wrecked, basically.
Yeah.
Every single time. That's why I stopped watching this movie 10 years ago.
I
Oh
still
my
watch it for
God.
kicks, but I cry every
I
time.
can't. I hate sad movies. I stopped watching sad movies willingly for more than a decade. But this is beautiful though. Like based on
Yeah.
the memory I have of it, because I've only seen
Yeah.
it like twice or three times. Because I hate fucking sad movies.
Why are we doing this list?
It was your idea. Now finish it.
It's okay. Fine. Okay. I'm going to skip a few. Okay.
To be fair, though, I would rather be going through sad movies over braving the traffic on Valentine's Day.
Yeah, I agree.
Fair. That's very fair. Okay.
Okay, going back.
Next up is a foreign film. I don't know if you guys have seen this one. Amor from 2012. Have you guys seen this one?
No, I've heard of it, but I've not
Bracket,
seen it.
I'm just going to tell you. So like it's this senior citizen couple, right?
Oh,
And
already.
the wife goes in for a procedure and something goes wrong and it ends up paralyzing the right side of her body. And she makes her husband promise not to send her back to the hospital and not to put her in a nursing home. So he brings her back to their house. And, he gets a nurse, things don't work out or whatever. And it's about how far you would go for the one that you love, especially when they're unable to take care of themselves. And it's just got the saddest freaking ending.
I can.
But it's
Okay, you've seen this, right?
yeah. I never
Okay.
want to see it again. Never.
Just you
No.
telling us about what this movie is about is just gut wrenching.
I know.
Are you okay with me just spoiling it? Because I want to ask what the ending is.
Are we gonna record the spoiling part? I'm just gonna tell you now. Or gusto mo you have PV put a beep while I'm talking.
Okay, I
Yeah.
don't mind you spoiling it.
I don't mind you spoiling it. Also, I'm curious kasi. So
Okay. So basically the movie opens with the cops entering the house and they find the wife's body on the bed and she's wearing a nice dress and there's flowers around her. And then most of the movie is a flashback where we learn how she became paralyzed and how the husband tried to take care of her and he got her different nurses, didn't work out. One of them was abusing her.
fuck that.
Fuck that
Fuck
shit.
this shit.
And then one day he sits next to her and he tells her a story from his childhood. And as she closes her eyes to go to sleep, he smothers her with a pillow.
God
I
damn it.
fucking knew it.
And then he puts one of her favorite dresses on her. He goes out and he gets flowers and he puts them around the body. And then we're back at the beginning of the movie when the cops show up.
That's fucking sick though.
And ano tawag doon?
I cannot.
He writes her a long letter.
I have a
after-
question throughout this whole movie in the process of her being, paralyzed, right? Can she communicate with him?
Yeah.
So did she ask for this? Like, did she ask for her to be killed at some point in this movie?
No, but he knew that she wanted to keep her dignity. That's why don't send me back to the hospital. Don't send me to a nursing home. I want to go to my home.
Fuck. Okay.
Debbie
Moving on.
Downer.
I think this should be the top 5 also, man.
But to be fair, the whole paralyzed thing was kind of okay because she could communicate.
Yeah, but
until
then
she
you
has
can't
a second
live.
stroke.
You can't live the way you want to live or how
No,
you
but then
used
she
to.
had a stroke. So like by towards the end she can't really talk.
I want to move
anymore.
on, move on. I can't.
Like this episode.
And
is
the
such a downer.
daughter's all like, you have to go set her in put her in a nursing home. And
Hindi
he's all
naman-
like, but
okay.
I made your
This-
mother a promise.
This doesn't even qualify. This doesn't even qualify for a romantic movie.
Basta when the cops bust down the door and they find the body and the flowers, it's only the daughter who's there.
What the hell is wrong with brides.com, man?
I don't know. I don't know. It's a French movie. It won the Palme d'Or in Cannes Film Festival of 2012. So if you want to depress yourself,
Jesus!
check out Amor.
Jesus
Fucking-
Christ! What the fuck is that synopsis? I feel so gutted.
Yan a synopsis pa lang yun, ah.
Next up from 2014, we have The Best of Me.
Because you
Based on the-
bring out... I best in me
Oh
pala
my
yun.
God. Best
Sorry.
of.
Fine.
It's based on the Nicholas Sparks novel.
It's Nicholas Sparks.
A given.
I know. It's got Michelle
Nicholas-
Monaghan, James Marsden, and it's another one of those things
I
where,
haven't seen this. I mean,
it
like,
flip-flops between 1992 and the present day. So, high school sweethearts, we see where they are today. And
I don't know.
some shit happens at their prom. They don't talk for 20 years. But then it's time for their reunion and old feelings start to flood back. But complications prove that love isn't any easier the second time around. I haven't seen this movie either, so I'm just reading this.
just read it. It's, I don't know.
The
Nicholas
couple
Sparks,
just can't catch a break, and a shocking twist will leave viewers swimming in muddled emotions.
it's Nicholas Sparks. Nicholas Sparks is like the Stephen King for romantic movies.
I think Nicholas Sparks just hates people. That's why he writes these books.
No, I mean, like,
He
had a
wants
few-
to hurt you.
Okay, he had a few good ones. Meaning, like, he had A Walk to Remember and The Notebook. And everything else is meh.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I think automatically when I think Nicholas Sparks, I know it's a romance, but at some point it's gonna be really, really sad. So I've actively avoided watching Nicholas Sparks based movies and reading Nicholas Sparks books. And this guy can't even speak as any, beacon of love because he himself got divorced. Sorry, I know it's judgy.
I think that's why he wants to hurt everybody.
Maybe. Well, he got divorced after the success of all his books. But, a bunch of us who used to maybe read his books or watch his movies were kind of like disenchanted by the whole thing when he did announce that he's getting divorced. I just remember this from back then. So it's like, huh. So
I don't know. Because, Nicholas Sparks movies. Okay, I've seen the last song. I've seen The Lucky One because my wife. I mean, like, not all of his movies are sad. They're just mediocre.
Oof.
I mean, it's true. I read The Notebook and I read A Walk to Remember. They were great.
Yeah.
And the movies were great. But then the others I didn't read anymore. I saw them, but they were just meh. They were like,
Yeah, I remember reading Dear John because Channing Tatum was starring in it. So I was like, oh, I'm going to read the book before I watch the movie. But I read the book. It was okay. I think I've outgrown Nicholas Sparks books at that point, but I just really wanted to read it because, I want to see how it compares with the Channing Tatum movie. And then I saw the Channing Tatum movie and it's like,
Dear John is not, I don't know. It's just, the movie was just meh.
Yeah, so I guess this one's pretty sad, I guess. But I wouldn't personally watch it because I'm so over Nicholas Sparks movies.
Yeah, but then you know what Nicholas Sparks movies are like, right? They have this certain tragedy.
Yeah.
It's really romantic though. But it's either bittersweet or happy.
Yeah.
So you can actually mistake because he said Dear John, he said Channing Tatum. Automatically when he said Channing Tatum and Nicholas Sparks, I thought of The Vow. And then I realized Nicholas Sparks did not write that. Huh.
No, but that movie is also on this list, and it's also tragic as all hell.
Tragic. It has a happy ending and it's based on a true story. I actually enjoyed this movie.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, because, I don't know. There's just something about happy endings that I like over sad movies. Fuck that. Fuck that, Amor.
Yeah, Amor sounds.
I'm sorry.
That's
And
dark.
you also mentioned A Walk to Remember, which is basically Fault in Our Stars 2002.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's
Wait, is A Walk to Remember the millennial equivalent of The Fault in Our Stars?
I think pretty much, yeah.
Pretty much, yeah. So
Yeah,
Gen
except
Z,
without cigarettes as a metaphor.
uh, but they had like cool concepts, like being in two places at one time. That's
Oh,
fucking
that
awesome.
was cute though. So I
It
don't
kind of
think.
was.
Yeah, I think the peak Nicholas Sparks was just really A Walk to Remember and The Notebook. After that, it's all downhill from there.
Yeah, it was all there.
Okay, here. I got another one for you. From 2014, we got If I Stay.
Ooh, wait. I think I've seen this.
Yeah,
So
it's the
many-
one with Chloe Grace Moretz. She
Ah.
basically has a tragic car accident, and her soul has to decide whether or not she wants to stay and return to her unconscious body or let go.
I think I've seen this in snippets.
I've seen this in
Mm.
snippets because the time that I played it or streamed it, I was sleeping throughout the movie.
But basically, her whole life
I'm sorry.
flashes before her eyes. So she sees all
Yeah.
her treasured moments with her family, with her loved ones.
You know,
And, this guy.
I think I saw this on a plane and I was nodding off, it's
Oh,
like on
yes!
and off.
that's why I was sleeping. That's why.
You saw
that's
it on a plane too?
I saw it on a plane.
Oh my God, what is wrong with you people?
What is
What's
the odds?
wrong? What are the odds?
But
Right?
it's so
Ugh.
funny.
Okay, here's
Are
the
we
thing
the
though.
same person?
Maybe.
Screw
What
you
flight
guys.
were you on? I don't
Are we
remember.
sharing memories? Is this some sort of multiverse?
Oh my
Very
God,
good.
what is wrong with you people?
Hakuna Matata.
But yeah,
Anyway.
I saw this and I remember saying that I remember thinking to myself that this was a bad idea watching it on a plane because it's so embarrassing to cry because there were actually moments that would, make me feel sad and sentimental because she would go back through her memories and stuff. So it's like I don't want to sob on the plane.
You can just pretend like you're yawning.
No.
It gets sad at the end. But
Yeah.
anyways.
So
Yep.
well, with the snippets I've seen when I was not asleep, I think it's interesting, and yes, I guess it's sad enough to be on this list. Fine. OKBrides.com.
Okay,
don't know.
since you both watched that on a plane, I'm giving you the next entry on this list. Screw that. We got Robert Pattinson in Remember Me.
Oh, one of his best performances. Fuck this
Seriously, but
movie.
it's a stupid movie. I'm sorry. It's a really, really stupid movie.
But he was great.
Okay,
was
fine.
great
I'm
in
going to
this
give it to
movie.
you, okay?
I
It's
haven't seen
about
this, so convince me.
This girl meets the guy who's played by Edward Cullen, and his dad is
Batman.
James Bond from Pierce Brosnan times. And he has an estranged relationship with his
You could have
father,
just
but
said
he
Pierce Brosnan.
Yeah, okay,
James
fine.
Bond from Pierce Brosnan.
Or you could have said the centaur from Percy Jackson. That would have made
I
more
am
sense.
so sorry.
May
Fine.
sarili mo.
James Bond from GoldenEye, Misha, not
There we
James
go.
Bond
I'm
from
so
Pierce
sorry.
Brosnan.
Anyway.
So, anyways, girl meets guy. They get into it, and she helps him repair his relationship with his father. And just when he goes up to his horrible father's office to tell him he forgives him for his involvement, whatever, the death of his brother, he's willing to let it go so they can start their relationship anew. And they look out the window, and there's a airplane heading right towards them because guess what day it is, and guess where that office is?
Oh.
Yup. The ending of this movie, with its heart-rending ending where he makes peace with Pierce Brosnan, his father, is September 11, and Edward Cullen is laid to rest next to his dead brother, whose death he blamed on his father previously. But now they're all dead. So fuck this movie.
that. That sounds
It's
really
really
sad.
bad.
Why is it bad though? I mean, besides the sad thing.
Besides the surprise, it was 9/11 all along ending.
I mean,
Mostly that. This goes for the shock ending. It's about annoying.
No,
Like the
it's-
guy gets over the loss of his brother just in time to make peace with his father so they can all die.
The thing is, kasi with it, it's just pretty formulaic in storytelling. So
okay.
you kind of know what was going to happen, and then it's just that one stupid fucking twist ending that parang, it throws you a curveball. Okay, that's it. Pero okay. One of Robert Pattinson's better performances. I mean, like it was one of those movies that made me think that, oh, there's more to him than Edward Cullen. Okay.
well, any film with good acting from Rob Pattinson is, interesting to me, but I think I'll skip this one.
Okay. Okay, here's one from 2010. There's Blue
Remember?
Valentine with Ryan Gosling and Michelle Williams.
Ayoko na. Okay, skip.
Alam mo,
Tapos na natin yung episode na to. Tangina,
Skip.
lungkot.
even
Okay.
the poster is a lie. It says a love story. What the hell,
Fuck
man?
that shit.
Well,
This
they
is such
didn't
a lie.
lie. They didn't lie.
They had
No, it's a love story disintegrating in front of you, making you want to kill yourself by the end of its story.
It's It's not it's kind of like that Heath Ledger movie Candy with Abby Cornish. Anyway,
It's just painful. It's
Ah,
painful.
Yeah.
can you tell us what it is about, Misha? Can
It's
you
like
read
the last 5
synopsis?
years in chronological order.
Basically what you said, the disintegration of a relationship. But it's
Yes.
just so raw and real that
Yeah.
when you watch it, maybe you look back to your past relationships and think about where it went wrong, or like those moments where you think that you might want to
It's
let
like,
go.
fuck that. I
It's
did
a
everything I
great
could when I
movie.
was with Ryan Gosling.
Okay. All right.
But their chemistry was amazing though.
It's a great movie.
Yes, absolutely.
Their,
yes,
their,
yes.
their chemistry was
sure.
that's what helped make it so heartbreaking, because they were so good together.
They really worked well together. Yes, they did. Absolutely, yes.
Fuck this movie.
Why are we doing this?
Whose
It's your
idea was this
idea.
anyway?
Everybody who's listening to this, screw you guys. I hope you appreciate the pain we are going through for Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day, everyone.
This is some masochism going on here. I don't know.
A little bit.
Okay, this next one, I don't kind of like. I really freaking like this next one. I'm sorry. It's Titanic, okay, which is one of my favorite action movies ever.
Duh.
So I'm like,
I
mean, yeah,
was
he
gonna ask you.
dies, sure, but
This
come
movie wasn't
on.
romantic, right? It's categorized as an action movie, not a romance film, right?
Again, I think it's one of my favorite action movies.
It is a good action movie technically, but I still would consider it as a romance, because most people still just remember Jack and Rose anyway. And they've grown to be one of the most iconic couples in cinema history, so
And they have
You know what the best love story in this movie is? It's that
as
old couple
coworkers.
hugging in bed when the water comes in.
Oh.
Yes.
Dude, that's the
Yes.
best love story in this movie. Not these two who bang on the first day after he teaches her to spit.
Hey, that sex scene was hot. It was a sexual awakening for me, okay?
Okay,
old were
okay,
you?
fine. I'm sorry.
I thought when I was a
And-
child that when people would kiss, it would be steamy. It's like, oh, that's what happens when you kiss.
Ooh, steam. It's literally hot.
Ooh.
But no,
Do we have to
Wait.
describe this? Do we have to recite the synopsis for this one?
if
No,
you
no,
don't
no.
know
You
this
you
yet-
can sing. You can sing the Celine Dion song.
Yes.
Do it, Misha. Do it. Do it. Do it.
Moving on to the next item on our list. Titanic is, if you are listening to this on Valentine's Day, Titanic has just opened in the 3D 4K re-release just in time for its 25th anniversary. It is
Oh,
in
just
cinemas
like-
now.
Just like any
I
James
would love to
Cameron movie.
actually. I actually
Like-
would like to watch it.
Pwede. I'll take my wife. She loves Titanic.
Okay, moving on from Titanic, here's something that's not quite 25 years old, but still not entirely new either, from 2008, with literally the same people, Revolutionary Road.
Ah! This is sadder. This is sadder than Eternal Sunshine. Fuck this movie. I'm never watching this again. I've seen it once. Never again. Fuck it.
He's so mad.
No.
Tell us
But-
why.
But it's Kate and Leo.
I know! Talk to us, Anjo.
Just because it's Kate and Leo, it's gonna be all romantic like Titanic. This is more fucking real. It's so tragic.
What's
And
it
then,
about?
Care to tell
About them.
us?
It's about. I don't know. Like. Hold
We
on.
can give you time to Google. It's fine.
Let me Google. I can't explain it, but I just it brought out so much emotions. Para,
I think that's good to
Ah.
talk about, though. What it made you feel.
it just, it
Ang
was
haba
so-
ng rant mo eh. Panalo eh.
Kasi parang it's just
Like,
so
what the hell,
sad.
dude? Who hurt you?
No, who hurt Sam Mendes? That's a better question. Who hurt Sam Mendes when he decided to direct this movie?
Okay, what the hell is this movie about? I just know they're in it. I don't know what it's about.
Basically, they're a married couple going through life. Tapos parang they just couldn't catch a break. When one tragedy hits them, it's just sunod-sunod na. But Kate Winslet does have a nice sex scene in this movie
Mm.
With Leo or with some other person?
with Leo.
I see. I'm guessing that, she doesn't hog the door this time.
Oh, I guess not. But then again, with how much Anja hates this movie, maybe that wasn't a good idea.
It's they're both good. They were both really magaling in this movie, but it's just a really sad story.
Okay.
Okay, fine,
This just has something to do with like unfaithfulness of the husband, which lead to a tragic story of the wife, and then an eventual death.
Oh.
Yeah, that's kind of sad. Okay, fine. Moving on. Our next sad romantic movie is Me Before You.
This is the one with Khaleesi, right?
Yes.
I mean,
Yes.
Emilia Clarke. I remember seeing snippets, but not continuing. I don't know why. I think I was at that point. I think this is one of the movies where you actually know going into it that it's going to be tragic because obviously someone's sick. It's one of those. So it's like I generally don't like those movies wherein you actually know straight up at face value that it's going to be sad because someone's sick or dying. So I think that's a little bit of a cheat code to make it sick, to make it sad already.
I agree.
Like A Walk to Remember, The Fault in Our Stars,
I
Yeah.
agree.
P.S. I Love You. Where the hell is P.S. I Love You on this list? But
Well,
yes.
Yeah, I mean, if it's that obvious, I generally am not appealed.
P.S. I Love You shouldn't be ranked higher than Revolutionary Road. Shouldn't be
P.S. I
ranked
Love You
higher
is not really that good, honestly.
Yeah, it shouldn't be ranked higher than Revolutionary Road. It shouldn't be ranked higher than Amor. It shouldn't be sadder than Amor. It shouldn't be sadder than Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. So this list by Brides.com does not make sense at all.
I don't know why we are taking movie advice from brides.com, but
Uh.
we will provide a link for everyone who wants to look at this insanity. So yeah, Me Before You, that's the one where Daenerys gets hired by a disabled person who hates the world because he used to go on all these wonderful adventures, and in the course of working for him as his caregiver, she falls in love, they fall in love, and she plans all these wonderful adventures for him that he can observe from the comfort of his paralyzed body. And things happen.
I remember seeing like happy parts, the happy romance parts when they were falling in love already. But then I just didn't continue it because it's like, this is getting sad.
It's
Never mind.
okay.
I wasn't in the
there's-
right mind space.
There's a holiday version of this movie with the same actress.
and what's his face?
With
And Henry
Crazy
Golding.
Rich- yeah.
That was
Snake Eyes.
terrible.
That was
Last
like
Christmas.
a Hallmark Christmas movie. I cannot believe I paid money to see
That
it. Oh my
was
god.
shit. I love Henry Golding.
really
I love
was.
Emilia Clarke, but that twist,
Yeah,
that
but the
twist was shit.
What
thing
twist?
is,
there was no twist. It
That's
was
why
just
I
right
did
there.
quotation marks. That's why
But
I did air marks, Misha.
It
Look
was
at
the,
me.
the whole
bad,
thing, the whole
so
shtick of
bad.
it. That why I mentioned this movie is that it's essentially the same character that Emilia Clarke is playing. Only the one in Last Christmas was less put together. In short, patapon siya na version ng character niya in this movie that we're talking
I
about.
don't know.
The
For
only
me,
thing I
whenever-
liked about Last Christmas was the soundtrack.
I like
I
Emilia
think they just
Clarke
wrote the movie
and Michelle
for
Yeoh.
the soundtrack.
Yeah. Around
And Emma
Wham
Thompson.
songs.
Yeah, like most Filipino romantic movies, like Star Cinema romantic movies.
The ones with 4-minute trailers that tell you the whole plot.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then they list every single actor on the poster.
Ensemble.
Sure, whatever. Next up on our list of the best sad romantic movies. Oh my god, who hurt you, brides.com? The next entry on this list is from the year 2000. It is Requiem for a Dream.
What?
Fuck.
Why is this here?
Is this a romance?
What?
That's not a fucking romantic movie, man. There's nothing there's nothing.
No, it's I didn't write this.
There's nothing romantic
No.
about this movie. Oh my god!
What is wrong with you,
this is-
brides.com?
I don't know.
You-
And also, why are we taking advice from a website called brides.com?
It's your list, Misha. You found it. You
I
explain to
know.
us what's
I
happening.
should stay away from Google. I don't know.
Your algorithm is truly that fucked up.
Oh my god.
Okay,
This
okay.
even Okay, wait. The brides.com has the best synopsis for this movie ever.
Oh, okay. Give it
I
to
wanna
me.
know. I want to know.
It takes us inside the lives of four individuals, all battling different addictions. As reckless as these characters are, they're also so sweet and lovable that you'll be rooting for them. But try not to get too attached.
Sweet and lovable.
That's so stupid.
What movie?
Did they,
What-
what,
what-
did they watch?
What movie were they watching?
Okay, you do not watch Requiem for a Dream to be sad. You watch it to get fucked up in the head, okay?
You don't watch it for quirky characters either.
Fuck no! It's like, I don't even the romance is definitely not what sticks to me in this movie. It's
There-
it's the
there was some-
lifelong trauma.
But the thing is, this
Yeah.
movie, there were so many memorable things in this movie for me for many very wrong reasons, not romance.
No.
I was like,
No, okay. Here's the
Yeah.
thing. My last image of Jennifer Connelly in this movie.
No, I know what you're talking about. No.
Yes. Okay.
Ah!
I'm not even gonna finish based on how you
No!
reacted, but it was one of the. I can't even find words to describe that scene. It's just sad is such an understatement.
No.
let's avoid this. Let's just not. Let's avoid this movie.
And we
I
don't
mean,
even
I
have
love
to
this
talk about
movie, but I never want to watch it again.
No.
I've
You
only
will-
seen it twice, and after my second time watching it, I said no.
After my first, I was like, fuck this shit. I am not
Wait, I
watching
have a
this
question.
ever again.
The name of the list is 23 saddest romantic movies. There's
Yeah,
a specific
23
word,
sad romantic movies to watch if you need a good cry.
Okay, there is nothing fucking romantic about this movie. Okay.
Can you look up the definition of romantic or romance somewhere? Because I don't understand how this movie is on this list.
I don't know. I want to send brides.com a copy of, Dancer in the Dark or something. What the
Of that
hell?
movie.
Fuck.
That
I mean,
movie,
if this is romantic, if this is romantic, then a Serbian film is a family comedy.
Tangina.
Fuck no. Oh my god, please. You do not want to talk about a Serbian film. No.
No, this does not belong in this list. What the fuck are you thinking, brides.com? This is
Okay.
nowhere near a romance. I mean,
Okay.
there's a couple involved, but doesn't make it a romance. Jesus fuck.
I'm gonna put this in the group, 23 sad romantic movies. You won't believe number 3.
Hey, I guess the plus side to this movie is that Shooter McGavin was in it.
That's true. And Marlon Wayans, you could kind of take him seriously, and Jared Leto before he became a
No.
punchline.
Yes, exactly. I think this is what convinced me before that Jared Leto could really act, but I don't know what happened along the way.
He got weird.
Yeah.
I
He
don't know.
got
I think he
culty.
decided when I grow up, I want to be a meme. It's Morbid time. Okay.
Well, first off, he wasn't taken seriously as an actor even before Morbius, and then he got all culty with his band and shit. And yeah, now he's a meme for Morbin time.
It's so sad.
How the
Next up
mighty
from
have fallen.
2014. In 2014, we have The Fault in Our Stars.
Again,
Nah,
Gen Z
I-
walk to remember.
I don't know. I skipped this movie. Like I knew what it was. It's like
I don't mind if it's gonna be Gen Z, A Walk to Remember. What I don't like is Ansel Elgort, who I honestly believe has the most punchable face in all of modern cinema. Because
I don't
Come
mind Gen Z.
on!
I don't mind Gen Z movies, but when
Yeah.
I saw this, it was basically a Walk to Remember Gen Z version, and I didn't need any movie because a Walk to Remember was beautiful. It defined my idea of romance as a teenager. Okay,
well, in
And
this
I'm
case,
just
they
outing
both got
myself.
cancer.
I'm just outing myself. It's fine. But no one beats Mandy Moore. man.
So
And
in this
Shane
one, they
West.
both have cancer, and Ansel Elgort, he carries around an unlit cigarette And she asks him, "What is that?" And he's all like, "It's a metaphor."
That sounds so douchey, and I imagine it with Ansel Elgort's face.
I know. I liked him in Baby Driver because he barely said a word.
I recently saw something similar, which I think is a little cuter than Fault in Our
Pitbull?
Stars. No.
What is
No, I
this?
thought you were talking about Ansel Elgort. I'm sorry.
There are a lot of things cuter than Ansel Elgort. I'm sorry. But I recently saw 5 Feet Apart. I'm not sure if it's in this list, but it's basically also two kids who are sick with lung diseases. I forgot the exact name of their disease, but basically, if you have this disease,
Cystic fibrosis.
there you go.
Oh.
Thank you. And basically, this is Haley Lou Richardson and Cole Sprouse, aka
Right,
Jughead from
I love
The New
Riverdale.
yeah.
mhm.
She's actually really charming in this one. So basically, they both have cystic fibrosis and they can't be within 6 feet of each other. So they fall in love in the same hospital, and
So
they get
sad.
they get to know each other, and you just add that factor of not having physical contact and having to stand 5 feet apart. It is still sad with them being sick and all, but it has this added cute factor with how they fall in love and how they make do with this social distancing that has to happen between them. So they fall in love, they make friends with people with the same disease, they learn to cope with the disease and cope with having a relationship and falling in love without. Can you imagine, like, people with the love language of physical touch? How hard is this gonna be?
Yeah, it's hard.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
it has that added cute. Well, for me, I mean, it's still sad, but then with how they try to, make things work, given that had its very cute moments. But yes, it's still sad. But I prefer that over Fault in Our Stars.
Yeah. Plus you have like two up and coming actors. I mean, like everybody, I get the appeal of Cole Sprouse, even if he had a really bad TV show. Like, but see, Lou Richardson, she's like one of those new up and coming stars. Like, I guess is not a household name in the Philippines, but if you've seen Split, she had a small role in Split. She was one of the bullied, one of the
Right.
teens na kidnapped. But if you've seen her in movies like
Anna
The
Taylor
Bronze,
Joy.
huh?
With Anna
What?
Taylor Joy.
Yeah, of course. She's gonna trump everyone. But she was there. And then she was on Edge of 17 as a supporting cast member. She was the best friend of
Haley
Hawkeye,
Steinfeld.
Haley Steinfeld. And she's in the new season of White Lotus, and she's pretty good. She's charming, she's cute. She has this whole quirky vibe going for her. So this movie has been in my backlog because my wife has been begging me to watch this with her, but I keep saying no because I don't like sick people relationship movies because again, it is sad.
Yeah. But at least I can attest to some cute moments here. And at
mentioned
least
White
Cole
Lotus.
Sprouse doesn't have a punchable face.
No. Maybe
He's actually a pretty
maybe
decent actor.
punchable character in Riverdale because everybody was punchable in that show.
True.
Because fuck Riverdale. But
Yeah,
Cole
so-
Sprouse, I liked him. He was the kid in Big Daddy.
Wait, which
Like,
one was Ross's kid? Dylan or Cole?
They were both. They were
Ah.
both Ross's kid. They were
Okay.
both the kid in Big Daddy because you underage kids like can't work long hours.
Yeah. And Cole Sprouse was pretty decent. So, I'd prefer 5 Feet Apart than Fault in Our Stars.
Yeah. I think the
Okay.
script in this movie was written has a smarter script. There you go.
Mm.
Well, 5 Feet Apart actually is on this list, so I'm not going to go into that anymore.
But yes,
There's only
it's cute. It's not nothing groundbreaking, but it is what it is. Just a
Okay.
sick people love story.
Yeah, but that doesn't seem as exploitative as A Fault in Our Stars.
Yeah, it
That's
was.
which is like siguro, I guess this is what turned me off from that movie. That it seems so exploitative of the concept of sick people having a relationship.
Yeah.
I totally agree with you. My problem with The Fault in Our Stars was it was just trying so hard to be cute and quirky that I was like, dude, these people are literally dying. Why are they like? I'm not saying they should all be sad or whatever. I'm just like, just stop. Exactly what Anjo said. Stop trying to exploit them and making like into a 90-minute meet cute before one of them kicks it.
Yes, si
Oh,
Sailor pa
damn.
lang eh.
That's
trailer pa lang.
literally what that movie did. That's why I did not appreciate it. I'm
Yeah,
sorry. I
right?
did not
So it
appreciate
was,
A Fault in Our Stars.
The Fault in Our Stars was just a little bit too faulty.
Ha.
Next up, we
Well,
have.
one more thing about 5 Feet Apart. I guess something I enjoyed personally, not really enjoyed. It sounds masochistic if I said enjoyed, but there's this cognitive dissonance between you
Preferred.
wanting them to be all YOLO, yes, be young, be in love, just like take chances. But at the same time, it's like, you just prioritize your safety, you little shitheads, you know? It's like you're torn between those two feelings, and that is just more genuine, I feel. But, you know.
Absolutely.
Kind of like that. Okay, but I don't know. Okay, fine. I won't add another movie to this conversation because we might not finish the list. Okay.
We also have Brokeback Mountain from 2005.
I agree.
It's
I
so
agree.
sad.
Okay, I agree.
It is so
Tama.
freaking sad.
Tumama yung list ni brides.com because
Tangina.
one, it is sad. Two, it's another romantic movie. But it is very tragic.
It is, and I think for our generation, the one film that put the LGBTQ community up there, because I don't know if you guys remember, but like when it came out, it was so rare that we'd have movies like this.
Yeah. No, it was such a big thing because you had at that time two of the biggest matinee, not matinee, but two of the biggest, hottest male stars in Hollywood, Heath Ledger and Jake Gyllenhaal. And that time they were both still very young. And these were very risque roles. And even the topic was pretty groundbreaking at that time.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Especially since they were playing, that's supposed to be like the symbol of manliness. They were cowboys and they just happened to fall in love, and it screws up their marriages in different ways.
Yeah.
And
I remember how it ended. Fuck.
Okay, so do we take a poll also on which actors play really tragic roles or pick really tragic projects? Kasi parang Michelle Williams has come up twice here. Kate Winslet also has come up twice. So who else? Thrice. I'm sorry, we had Eternal Sunshine and Titanic too. Yeah. So thrice. Okay, actor. Heath Ledger once. Jake Gyllenhaal so far once.
There's a couple of Nicholas Sparks entries here.
Yeah, but we don't count that. You don't count Nicholas Sparks.
Okay. We're almost done.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, so I guess it's safe to say Kate Winslet likes acting in them sad movies. She's really good at them.
Michelle Williams too.
Yeah.
And then we have A Star Is Born.
Ah.
I'm on a jeep. Sorry.
This movie, I enjoyed it.
Lady Gaga, she was great.
Lady Gaga. But it was such a surprise that Lady Gaga turned out to be a great performer, not just as a singer, but I didn't know she had acting chops.
I wasn't surprised, honestly.
I also was not surprised.
Fine. Okay. Maybe Jennifer Hudson winning or getting nominated Best Supporting Actress was more surprising than Lady Gaga actually performing really well.
I don't know. She just, for me, as someone who's known for a music artist, I think she nilamon niya si dun.
Oh yeah.
Nilamon niya si Bradley Cooper, who's been acting for years.
Yeah.
She
totally
ate him up in terms of acting chops. It's like,
which is kind of which is why I want to watch the new Joker movie, because he's gonna play Harley Quinn opposite Joaquin Phoenix, which could be another tragic love story.
Yes, I think Joker and Harley Quinn in general, their love story is pretty fucked up. So
yeah,
people
also the
who
movies
consider
they
them
were
relationship goals should be shot. I mean, seriously,
get some therapy, guys.
Yeah.
That's literally the most toxic relationship in all comic book history.
True.
Also,
That.
literally toxic, considering like
in general.
Harley Quinn's origin, quote unquote, falling into that barrel of toxic waste. You know what I mean?
It's just
okay.
It's just one of the most toxic relationships in general.
Yeah,
fiction.
True.
Okay, so we're almost done.
Okay.
Next up, we have the only remaining entry on this list, which I don't know, it'll surprise some people, it won't surprise some people. I want to know what your reaction is. The number one saddest romantic movie of all time, according to brides.com, I take no responsibility for this, is 2004's The Notebook.
Yeah.
It's not sad. It's bittersweet. There's a difference.
It's still sad for me, and I think it does deserve a high spot because it does set the benchmark for a lot of sad love stories. And Noah and Ali are very, well known and iconic.
I
And
will watch this over and over again over Eternal Sunshine of a Spotless Mind.
well, because this has the balance of its happy moments and, sad
I,
moments as well. So I think it's more on the romantic side. Yes, it doesn't really have a sad ending, but then it's more of the general good romance.
Yeah, because I don't know, because the way the story ends is that they were still both able to live very full lives with each other, happy lives with each other until the Alzheimer's hit. And then the fact that they were able to spend time and she would have that moment of clarity with Noah before they both passed at the same time was also very nice.
I guess
Because
so.
it's not really that sad because, they have a family, they have children, they have grandkids. Right before they both passed away at the same time, she has a moment of clarity the night before. So they fall asleep, they both die, which is fine because they die in peace. It's not like where the one person in the
I don't
relationship
mind
has
all
to
of
bear with
that,
living without the other one.
But I don't like that, here's the thing. What I don't like about the Notebook is that it pretty much just ends up validating Ryan Gosling being a creep and a stalker at the very beginning, just so that he can steal the mean girl from Cyclops for the 8 millionth time, because that guy's always going to be a loser, second banana in these movies. James Marsden never gets the girl. Like, never.
Hey, he got the girl in 27 Dresses. Terrible movie, but he got the girl.
Good point.
No, I'm just saying, but why does this movie, why is it so celebrated? Fine, it's got the sad ending, but what about all the crap that happened before they get the sad ending?
Okay.
He was totally a creep. He manipulated her into going out with him. He stole her from her happy relationship.
In the start, yes, I am defending The Notebook. It is the one movie I have seen that has made a lot of grown men cry. So I think that has its merits. Andrew's raising his hand, so that in itself is a good achievement. But for me, to Andrew's point, I don't think that just because it has a happy ending doesn't mean it's not a sad story, because the sadness isn't always in the ending. It could be in the journey towards that ending, which it was pretty difficult for Noah and Ali getting to that happy point, and I think that's the point of the movie.
I agree, but yeah I agree with that point. Very good point.
Yeah, so it's not always the ending that's sad about things.
Yes.
So
Okay.
I would defend The Notebook. I still love it. It's a great love story, as questionable as its beginnings were. Yes, Ryan Gosling was pretty toxic, but I guess at some point, if their relationship lasted that long and they ended up happy in the end, then okay.
Well, it's not like she could go back to her last relationship.
Okay.
Ryan Gosling, James Marsden.
I'm sorry.
Why?
James
That's Ryan
Marsden.
Gosling.
See?
Wait. Here's the thing, though. This Ryan Gosling.
Giselle didn't choose him. Jean Grey didn't choose him. Lois Lane didn't choose him. Sonic the Hedgehog didn't choose him.
Yeah.
Come on.
Katherine Heigl chose him, but then again, it's Katherine Heigl.
So you're stuck with that.
Sorry. Remember
Okay.
Hairspray because he was the host, right?
But yeah, if there's anything that Brides.com got right, for me personally, it's those movies we reacted to. And yes, I do agree. The Notebook is really definitely something you could watch and cry about.
Yes. But I don't know.
but-
But it's not number
Who the
one.
hell
Yeah,
put
maybe-
Requiem
yeah,
for a
maybe-
Dream
Maybe
here?
the numbering's a little off, but then yeah, it would be a sin to not have it in this list. And it was also a sin to actually have Requiem for a Dream in this fucking list.
And Amor.
No.
Even if I haven't seen Amor. And Amor.
Well, it is a love story
Okay,
still.
to add to the
Amor is
whole
brutal.
sad teen drama love story, you can watch Midnight Sun, starring Bella Thorne, former Disney star, now Ratchet star.
Ooh, well, yeah, we can
So
actually
that's it.
get to like some things that we feel should be here. In
Yeah,
this list,
like-
but aren't.
Yes.
Midnight
Okay.
Sun is
fine.
one. It's such a, starring Bella Thorne, former
What's it
Disney
about?
star, who is now such a Ratchet star. She is so funny.
OnlyFans.
Dude, she is so fucking ratchet. I used to think she was really gorgeous. She is very pretty.
she
I just don't.
is.
She is, but she's just ratchet. Anyway, movie is about this girl played by Bella Thorne, who is supposedly allergic to the sun.
Huh.
She can die if she's exposed to sunlight. Hence,
She a
midnight sun.
vampire?
No, she just has this skin condition, like I don't know, some rare form of cancer. I don't recall.
Okay.
Again, I watched this movie on a plane.
What is it with watching movies?
We
and
gotta
planes?
keep you away from
know.
planes.
I know.
Hell.
I also watched Dora the Explorer on a plane. I enjoyed that movie. I'm not even gonna deny.
Bueno.
Bueno. Anyway, so she falls in love with the heartthrob, who's like who has a bad reputation, but then he proves himself that he loves her. So they do all these things that are supposedly not allowed for her help. And then eventually she just dies because she gets exposed a little bit to the sun.
Aww.
Curse
So
her
there.
vampire genes.
So again, maybe that's why A Walk to Remember is so hard to top, because every other movie that does this thing just reminds you that A Walk to Remember came first.
Yeah. Well, maybe for our generation, Gen Zs won't really feel. Ha. Oh, and speaking of something about something with Gen Zs, I actually do not recommend All the Bright Places. I don't know why I'm even
Tell us
mentioning it,
why.
but it
Please
is
explain.
it is a Gen Z movie that I watched recently too, and it is tragic. It's a trigger warning. It has themes of suicide, but that's the sad part, I guess. But I would just recommend reading the book, because the movie cannot encapsulate the complexity of the male character within that 1 hour and 40 something minutes. Like, suicide is just such a complex mental battle for some characters. And I don't know, the film doesn't do it justice. So just read the book. I also felt that maybe All the Bright Places would have. I kind of was expecting it to be in one of these lists, but I guess not. But if you find it somewhere, just read the book. Just saying.
I have a question about this list. Which is the most recent movie? Baka kasi 2019 was the most recent one, right?
A
Let
5
me
Feet Apart is
see.
2019,
So,
18.
so maybe no, but then
Hmm.
Midnight Sun was earlier.
Yeah, I think you're right. I don't think there's anything on this list after 2019. Yeah, that
Uh,
seems to be the most recent one, 5 feet apart.
Yeah. But well,
Okay.
All the Bright
movie.
Places would not recommend. Medyo
Okay.
nababawan. Mukha siyang mababaw if you don't know the context of the book. Just
Okay.
for me personally. But
Okay.
Elle Fanning was great. She's perfectly casted in this one.
Elle Fanning is talented, like her
yes,
sister.
super.
Those sisters are just magaling, like the Mara sisters.
Yeah.
They're both likewise very talented.
If I had to choose a love story that would make you cry, I would have to go with. I'm gonna cheat. I'm gonna go with the Before trilogy,
Utang ina.
which is
Well,
Before
specifically the last
Sunset,
one. The last
before,
one.
before
Was,
Sunrise. Before Sunrise is sweet.
yeah. The
Mm.
first two were kind of sweet, but then, you see how relationships deteriorate in Before Midnight. That's like, Before Midnight was so
Yeah,
sad.
but it hits you harder if you've seen the first two for
Yes,
context to see
yes.
how they were.
I
So that's what
agree.
makes it so hard to watch.
I
Just-
agree.
It's like if a Marriage Story had prequels,
Mhm.
you'd see the happy parts.
Yeah.
You just
Ooh.
have to conclude that the more real the movies are, the sadder they are. Just
Yeah.
Because life is hard in general.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, another thing I expected to be on this list was Marriage Story.
Yeah, but then I guess
but the
this is
latest
the-
entry on is 2019.
Right.
So
Okay. So
you
whatever.
didn't get that far.
You know what I
Sorry about
expected to be
that.
on this list, but is not?
Mhm.
Mhm.
Celeste and Jesse
Yeah.
Forever.
I love that movie. I love
Okay.
Celeste and Jesse Forever.
Very tragic love story.
Yes,
Well, not tragic, but
definitely.
it's just a very sad,
It's
sad,
sad.
very real,
It is.
real.
But I would highly recommend it too, because it's so real. So it's about a couple who breaks up. It stars Rashida Jones and Andy Samberg. So they
Oh,
break up.
damn it.
They've been together for a while, a long, long time, and then they break up. But then someone regrets that breakup if as time passes. Like for one person, they are starting to regret, oh, why did I even break up with him in the first place? While the other is happily moving on.
Hmm.
It's so simple, but it was so real.
It is. Okay, fine. If
500
we're going to
days
do
of-
that, you want to play dirty? If you're going to, I will take your Celeste and Jesse forever and raise you a sleeping with other people.
Nah, no. It's heavy, but then it's presented
It's still
so.
oh,
It's not. I don't think it's tragic. It's
fine.
just
It kind of, yeah, it doesn't end that bad. Yeah,
It,
fine.
yeah, it has a great ending. You know, it ended on a happy note. It's also pretty funny because you have Alison Brie and Sudeikis in it. One of Jason
Yeah.
Sudeikis' less sloppy, smarter roles.
Yeah, I liked him in this one.
Yeah, this movie was great. It's not tragic, but
I'll give you something tragic then.
Oh,
Atonement.
no. Why? What is wrong with you? God
Bye.
no.
I'm out.
I love Atonement.
No.
It's
No.
so good, but it's so sad.
Oh my God. Who hurt you?
I didn't even.
Boom, bitch.
I didn't even finish this movie. It's like it was just
Fuck.
meh. Meh.
But it's also beautiful. Can I just say it is beautifully done? It is. Whew, it's from 2007. It stars James McAvoy and Keira Knightley. It's Keira Knightley with that iconic green dress and that library sex scene. Whew, so hot. Also, Saoirse. Am I saying her? I hope I'm saying her name right. Saoirse Ronan, who is the most punchable little kid in this role. I wanted to murder her. So basically, the story is James McAvoy, Keira Knightley. They're a couple, but then this psycho little girl, the psycho kid, drives them apart. A war happens, and so many things happen in between that it's basically.
To be fair, the war was not the kid's fault.
I know, but them separating is pretty much her fault.
Yeah, that's true.
Together, if it wasn't for her.
I bet you didn't want to punch her after Lovely Bones.
Oh no, I loved her in Love. Well, it's just that she was just so effective in that role.
Yeah, she's great.
She's such a great actress that you really hate that little girl in that role, but it's effective because that's what it's supposed to make you feel.
Yeah.
But yes, Atonement, man, fuck, I fucking love it.
Okay, so we mentioned the Chloe Grace Moretz was in what is that movie
If
again?
I Stay.
If I Stay, yeah. Yeah, since you mentioned
Which we
Saoirse
both
Ronan,
watched on a plane for some weird reason.
I don't know. I just remind me about Chloe Grace Moretz being, like the same caliber as Saoirse Ronan, only it's that Chloe Grace Moretz, even if she's a great actress, ended up being like a Jared Butler of her generation.
Oh, that's
Because-
harsh. That's
I mean,
kind of
like,
harsh.
What does that even mean?
Jared Butler's kind of not in a good place. And I think
Okay,
Chloe Grace
fine,
Moretz
fine.
still is,
I
has
know.
a
Have you seen
respectable career.
Plane?
Fine.
Have you seen
Fine.
Plane? Oh
We
my
will talk
God,
about
Jared
it.
Butler
We will
is
talk
not in a
about
good
it.
place.
Yeah, okay, in brief. I'll explain myself in brief before I move on, just so I can defend myself a little bit. It's just because her movies aren't as successful as I thought they would be.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I mean, like, because, she had her break in 500 Days of Summer, which is another very tragic love story, right?
Should be on this
But-
list too.
Should be on this list, not fucking Requiem and Amor. Fuck knows. Yeah, but then, like after Kick-Ass and Kick-Ass 2, she did The Host and,
Yeah.
Neighbors 2 was okay. It was funny. The Host and everything that came after was like,
Yeah, I think Saoirse sorry. I think she was just given better roles or chose better roles. Chloe
Yeah,
Grace, unfortunately, didn't
no.
get as much of a privilege.
I mean, Saoirse Ronan was in a freaking Wes Anderson movie,
yeah.
right?
But yeah,
There.
I think
Which one?
Grand Budapest
Grand
Hotel.
Budapest Hotel. There you go.
Yeah, so this is what also told me that at such a young age, Saoirse was so good. She was such a good actress back then in Atonement. So watch it, 2007, if you want to feel all sad and shit.
Okay, I think we've reached our quota of sadness for one holiday.
Happy Valentine's Day.
For anybody who is still in a romantic mood after this, please seek help.
I mean, like, if you guys want to torture yourselves in Valentine's Day traffic, fine by us. We'll be happily watching our movies at home, chilling, I guess.
Yes, but I think I'm going to be watching happy movies. Nothing from this freaking list. What the hell were we thinking?
I know what I'll be watching Valentine's Day night. I'll probably be watching Cars with my kid again for the nth time. I am so sick of Cars. Lord help me.
I don't know. I feel like watching Atonement again. For some weird reason.
Well, if you're going to watch Atonement, I'm going to watch No, what? I'm never going to watch Requiem for a Dream
Sige
again.
nga!
No
Sige
freaking
nga!
way. No.
Kaya
You
mo?
cannot make me. Screw you guys. I'm going to go
You
watch
said
Physical
it.
100 on Netflix. This shit ain't worth the grief.
So you'd rather watch sweaty men over
And women.
and women. Okay, never mind.
Try watching it. It's really good.
No, I really want to watch it though because it looks fun.
It's 2 episodes a week. It's easy.
Like
Come
my
on. Anyways.
like my wife's cousin said, why are Korean guys so hot? That's like, okay.
Oh, okay, sold. Okay, okay, I'll watch that instead.
All right. So if you want to watch some
Telegram
hot bodies, we gave you a list of 23 of the saddest romantic movies from brides.com, which I ran across on Google. We've also got our recommendations. And if you got nothing else to do, you can watch some hot Korean people on Physical 100. Let us know what you'll be up to on Valentine's Day. What are you going to be watching? What's going to keep you occupied? What will make you happy, sad, or everything in between? We hope you have a good Hearts Day, however you decide to spend it. Until then, we are the Sub-Auteurs. You can check us out on Facebook and Instagram at Sub-Auteurs Podcast. We have a Facebook group where you can chime in with your recommendations and requests. It is Sub-Auteurs We Like Movies. And until next time,
We're
of
also on
course-
TikTok.
Oh my God, we are on that thing that
Yes.
people use.
Gotta roll with the times, man.
Sorry, I'm so sorry because
What's
like
up
I'm
with you, old
800
man?
years old. But yes,
He was born before Ghost.
I think that's as good a time as any is to end this. Screw you guys. We're the Sub-Auteurs. We made the list. I'm walking out. Goodbye. We're your hosts. I'm Misha.
Bye.
And I'm Andrew. I thought he was going to say, I'm walking out. That's walking out. That's my, and I'm Andrew.
Bye, Misha.
I hate you all.
I hate brides.com more. What the hell is this list?
Fuck brides.com. Man, what the hell is this list?
Requiem
Really?
for a Dream.
I can't believe they have that as a romantic movie. Where is the
That's
romance?
fucked up.
Amor?
Seriously.
Amor? Where is the romance in Amor? It's just tragic.
But he gave her dignity.
Yeah, but there's nothing romantic about that.
And he smothered her with a pillow. But yeah.
Okay.
There is nothing romantic about that movie.
I'm gonna
Revolutionary
go watch.
Road?
It's really sweet. They're such sweet old people if you see it.
Revolutionary Road is not even romantic-ish. Fucking Kate Winslet commits suicide in this movie.
Okay.
Just
Yeah, I
because
think Atonement should be on this freaking list.
yeah, Atonement should be on the list.
Mm-hmm.
I agree. Revolutionary Road, some point, yes, maybe, but I don't know. Like this movie, man, Sam Mendes, who hurt you? Why? But anyway, brides.com, that was not a very legit list, but you know, we had fun with it.
Okay. That was a journey.
What the fuck?
That was an emotional journey.
What the hell were they smoking? Did they lose a bet? This list should go on this list is for like former brides.com. What the hell?